Hey everybody, Dr. Shadi Ireifej here, surgeon at TrueCare for Pets, Studio City, Los Angeles. This is Vet Talks. Let's pause for a minute. This is where we focus on a topic for the week, and this video is going to be based on, oh no, that my veterinarian doesn't have pets at home. And so we're going to talk about that, because it's a question I get a lot from clients and from friends, and they're like, oh, you don't have any pets? Well, you're a veterinarian. How's that possible? Isn't that like against the rules? And over the years of getting this question, I started thinking more and more about it, and I'm like, you know what? It's weird that everybody would assume a veterinarian has pets, and it's borderline almost insulting. So I'll start with the first thing, that it's weird to assume that every veterinarian has pets. Obviously, I love animals. It's what I do for my career, and it's how it's a pleasure to take care of the pets, make them feel better. Then, of course, you take care of the pet owners secondarily, and then you make them feel better. So it's a fantastic profession, and that shouldn't be a question. And now I've moved up over the years, over 13 years of doing this, to being part owner of a specialty hospital 24/7 in beautiful, busy Los Angeles, California, running the departments and helping the team make the hospital as successful and modern as possible, so we can practice the best medicine. So that sort of loyalty to the profession is not something that I need to dwell on further. But the reason why it's odd is because it's like the only profession when people think like, oh, you must have an animal because you're a veterinarian. There's no other profession that gets that kind of question. For example, do you expect every pediatrician to have a kid? I mean, that's not an issue. Maybe people just assume pediatricians have kids and that's why they're doing it. But I guarantee you, not every pediatrician has a kid. Do you expect every I don't know, gynecologist to have a vagina? It's a weird example. Super awkward. But let that settle in there, though. So there's plenty of male gynecologists, right? They don't have the same working parts that their clients do, their patients do. So does that mean that they're inept at their job, or they don't truly understand what it's like to take care of that part of the female body? Are we to assume that a pediatrician who doesn't have kids doesn't know what it's like to have kids, or doesn't know how to take care of kids? I mean, that's their whole thing. Is a veterinarian who doesn't have any pets, are they inept at taking care of animals? Do they not share the same compassion? Do they not know what it's like to have a pet around? It's an odd thing to assume. Shout out to Australia coffee mug here. There it is. Look at that. Pretty cool. Never been there before though. Would love to go to Australia. It's an odd thing to assume. And so, as weird as my example with the gynecologist might be, why would you ever assume that the person that you're seeking for advice on something has the same sort of lifestyle that you do? It's an odd thing to assume, and the reason why it's insulting is because it does sort of give the context that they don't know how to do their job, or they don't fully understand. Now, of course, obviously a male gynecologist, they're not going to know what it's like to have that body part, right? That's just not a thing. But you still go to them. They're still good at their job, and people don't question why they're in that profession. The same way they don't question if a pediatrician doesn't have kids or a veterinarian doesn't have animals. And so it's disrespectful to assume that we have to have whatever it is that we're taking care of in our own personal lives. So now the realistic standpoint to it as to why I don't have any pets, because I work a lot. I'm one of the owners of a hospital and chief of specialty at this very busy facility, and so my focus is on that. It wouldn't be fair to a pet for me to leave to go to work by 7 a.m. and come back at 8 o'clock at night, So that's one thing. And the second thing is I do enjoy traveling. I want to, I fly places, and I'm lucky enough to have a fantastic schedule, so I can actually leave for several days at a time, and I prefer not to keep boarding my dog, or finding someone to dog sit or whatever. And you could be like, well, yeah, but you're one of the owners of the hospital, just bring your dog there. But those cages are for those suites are for pets that need medical attention. I don't want my pet to take up space where another pet who needs it more should be there. So I'd be happy to share responsibility with somebody, of course. If I move in with somebody and we're going to take care of this pet together, then of course it's plausible. You can do that. But as of right now, the way my life is, I prefer to spend my time taking care of the pets in the hospital. All of your pets are mine, and they get full attention, and I don't have to worry about coming home to a pet who's looking for that attention if I've been giving my attention all day to my patients. So that's the real answer to that. But I would at least think about the question. So yeah, I don't think there's anything more to say about that. I hope that helps. Sorry, it was a little bit awkward, but that's what it is. So have faith in knowing that if your professional that you are seeking advice from does not have the same sort of lifestyle or body parts that you do, that don't assume that they don't know how to do their job and that they care any less. So this is Dr. Shadi Ireifej, TrueCare for Pets, Studio City, Los Angeles. Thanks so much for subscribing. Keep watching out for new videos and spread the word. Thank you.